My name is Catherine. I just started cross stitching back in August. Then I had to put it down to work on gifts for Christmas. I just picked it back up again for the new year. I really liked watching the Katie the Stash Queen's videos and how she did for 2015 to stitch at least one day a year. So that's what I've been trying to do, and I've actually gotten pretty far on a project that I started back in August. I picked it up again, and that's the one I've been working on since 2016 started. So I've actually gotten, it's my only WIP that I have right now, so I've gotten actually really far. And this is the Halloween bouquet that's in, I think it's just cross stitch. Hang on, I have the pattern. It's in the Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2015 Special Collector's issue. And it is... Here it is. Okay. Without showing the pattern. And this is what it's going to end up. Sorry for the glare. That's what it's going to end up looking like. So, I've gotten pretty far on it. I had just about from here to about here done back in August. So, I've gotten a lot done. So that going on. And this is the needle minder that I've had on it. It's a Mad Hatter's hat from the Disney version of the Mad Hatter. I love needle minders now. Completely blame Katie the Stash Queen for watching her videos and her pointing them out and having so many of them. It was kind of like, oh, I need to have a needle minder now. And I have two more, but I don't know where my other one is. Oh wait, yeah I do. I'll show you later. But one of my other ones that I found on Etsy is one of the leaves from Lord of the Rings, and I can never pronounce the name. Lothrin? They were part of the cloak that the hobbits had on. The other one I actually have up here. For my small kits, I have this little bag that I got from my mom for Christmas, and it's a little big and bulky, but it fits perfect for this, for small kits. And I have a big Beatles fan, so I have, sorry for the glare, Yellow Submarine album cover that I got. The magnet's not that great on it, and it's just a little one like that, but it works for what I need. I had one that was the album cover for the Labyrinth soundtrack. Brian, if you're watching, I know you like the Labyrinth, so I love it too. I had the album cover needle minder, and that got lost somewhere in my room. So, actually, I'll show you what pattern. I don't know if there's actually a picture. Okay. My boss found out I started up cross stitch, and she went to Goodwill, surprisingly, and she found some little kits for me to do. And this is one of the ones that she does, that she found and gave to me, that she wants me to make. And it's the Fruit of the Spirit, and it's a little pear. It says, the fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. And then it's Galatians 5:22. I think that's what it is. So, I thought it was really cute. I thought I'd stitch it out. She wanted me to get it to my mom, but I'm actually thinking about getting it to, donating it to my parents' church, and so they can hang it up, so it'd be really cute. The other bag I use to hold, like thread scissors, and I keep this little tin, so that way if I go anywhere I can just grab this real quick. And I keep at least 4 colors for that project that I'm working on. I keep at least 4 colors in there that go towards it. So I have all the floss that I need for it. So, and then extra needles. So I love these little needle boxes. I got this one at Hobby Lobby, and These things are lifesavers. It's like if the needle ever falls off my needle minder, then bam, I have a whole bunch right there. So it's just trying to remember what size that needle is, and if you lose it, having to go back and buy more. Because I've lost 3 or 4 needles, and then I have to go back to the store and buy new ones. And I'm just kind of like, what number did I buy before? What size did I get? Was there a certain brand that I got? I'm just, whatever. So, there. Since I've started cross stitching, I've had 2 finishes so far. They're not FFOs, but they are finished. Here's my boss got me another kit that was a little mini dimensions kit for like kids to learn how to do, and so she got me this, and so I just need to iron it and then put it in the little hoop frame that came with it, and then glue it down and trim the edges. So, but it turned out really cute, and I like dogs, so I was like, oh. And this is actually my first finish ever. This is the one that got me into cross stitch, and look, it's Bambi. I did okay on it. It wasn't too bad. I finished it in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So, no back stitching on this one, so thank God. But outlining in black was a little hard. You can tell, not too bad for my first project, so the back's not too bad. It's not too messy. I'm not afraid to show my back. I kind of like that every once in a while Brian shows the back of his projects, because it's like, makes me feel better about some of my projects, because I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. It could be a lot messier. So, I guess it gives you kind of, you feel like you don't have to be as neat if, like, other people have stitched longer than you have and their backs aren't as messy, kind of thing. Or they're messier than yours look, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, whatever. So I have those, and that one I need to iron and frame up too. I'm sorry if I don't look at the camera a lot. It's that it feels kind of awkward looking at yourself being filmed, and you're just, yeah. I guess I can do something that's kind of like haul. I went to Half Price Books 2 or 3 days ago. It was Thursday night. I went to Half Price, and I knew that they had like a whole bunch of cross stitch stuff, and I found, I knew they had magazines and stuff, and I was like, oh, well, if they have just cross stitch or anything like that, I like that magazine, so, but like all of their magazines are like $1, and they have like a lot of these like old vintage ones from like 1990, 2000, 97, 97, 97, 2000, 2002, 2004, yeah, and it's called Stitcher's World, and there's like a lot of really cute patterns. Now is it Kate Queen of Stars, I think, that likes the quilt patterns? So this is actually really cool. There's a few patterns that are in here that are really cool, and I wanted more Christmassy patterns, so I was looking around for those. So a lot of these are like Christmassy themed ones. They're from like November and stuff like that, so they're really cool. If I ever do stitch something out of them, then I'll show you the pattern, but I don't. Or if you want me to actually grab one and flip through it and show you the patterns that are in it, you can, I guess, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can, I don't have a lot going on, because I'm probably not going to do, like, stash clean and have, like, 30 bajillion starts or whips, so I could always pick a magazine and flip through it for a video or something like that. Another reason I keep reaching over that way is because I have this big canvas bag that I got from Walmart. It has all my stitching stuff in it, so if I ever go anywhere, I can just take this with me. See? Yeah, I've gotten like a lot of perforated paper and plastic canvas and Ada. And then I've discovered that my dad's mom, my grandmother on my dad's side, she used to cross stitch when she was little and was in Portugal. And so when she doesn't cross stitch anymore because her eyesight got kind of bad. And so she gave me like a whole bunch of stuff, like these old tea towels and stuff like that that had the where you can cross stitch on them. And she gave me this huge thing of like Ada, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. So, oh, and then my floss box started in there. All the pretty floss. I don't know if anybody else does this, but sometimes I like just opening it and then just kind of like rubbing my hands along the floss. Because I'm like, it's so soft and it's so silky. And it's like, I know it's cotton and not silks, but yeah. So, I actually have 2 now. Before I only had 1, and then I was kind of like, oh, crud. My deal with floss is because I'm trying to build up, how much I have, so that way I don't have to worry about constantly kitting up a kit. I can go and pick up a pattern and be like, oh, I like this pattern. I don't have to constantly be worried about, oh, well, now I have to buy like 5, 6, 7 skeins of DMC or something like that. So I'm slowly building up my DMC stash, and every paycheck I go to Michael's and I'll get like 20, 30 skeins of DMC. So I love Michael's, especially whenever you get that 20% off the entire purchase coupon. I love that thing. So I do that, and then I have one of the photo boxes for Michael's that I keep some of my patterns in. Some of the stuff that I have. I mean, I have like fabric and stuff in here too. Okay, I'm a little worried about it. I'm a little nervous, but I got a Nora Corbett pattern, and it's a Mirabilia, and I thought it was so pretty and so cute, and you can't tell by the magazine and my curtain whip, I like Halloween patterns. Halloween is my family's favorite holiday. It's the one that we all get together and all celebrate and decorate and do up real big. Decorate my grandpa's whole entire house. We usually pick a theme and stuff, so I'll have to take pictures and post them or something like that next year. I found a pattern that I really liked that was a Mirabilia because I saw the Raven Queen one. I'm like, oh, that's kind of pretty, but it's not really my style. So I saw this one, and I'm like, beads. I want to try beads. That's something new. That seems like fun. So I got this, and it is Gwen. Sorry, yeah, no matter what I do, you're going to get a glare. Oh, there we go. No glare. It's Gwen from the Bewitching Pixies by Nora Corbett. And so I've got all the beads for it. I have all the floss for it. And then I didn't like the fabric that they recommended. I thought it was a little too dark. So I went a little bit lighter. And this doesn't really do it justice. But Cocoa, and it's 30 count. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it. Maybe there? I don't know. But it's really pretty. I like it. And it's kind of like, you know, whenever you buy like, I guess Nesquik or something like that, and you look at the color of like the powder and stuff like that in the jar, it's kind of like that color brown. So it's not too dark, but it's not like orangey looking. So I have that to do the Gwen on. Which I like the name Gwen. I think it's pretty. And then I got, there's a pattern on Cloud Factory that I really want. And I've been waiting till I've gotten farther along in my Halloween bouquet and stuff like that. And I stitched some other things to, but it's the Alice in Wonderland Biscornu. And I got this cloth material to do it on. And it's kind of like, I don't know, like an off-white with like a blue tint to it, I guess. There's like a little blue and green tint to it almost. I don't know. It's really pretty and I like it though, so. And I think that one is 32 count also. So, And then, let's see, more Ada. I got blue Ada. I saw the Star Trek pattern on Cloud Factory, and I'm like, oh my god, Leonard Nimoy. I love Star Trek. I'm a big Trekkie fan. I haven't gone so far as learning Klingon, but, you know, live long and prosper. This is the big thing of Ada that my grandma got me, my avó. She is Portuguese, and if she ever sees this video and hears that I call her grandma instead of avó, she will get extremely upset with me. She might not act like she's upset, but she will get very upset with me. Let's see. Oh, back before Christmas, I saw these two patterns, and I'm kind of like, oh my god, that is perfect for my mom. And then I saw the other pattern, like, oh my god, that's perfect for my Aunt Debbie. And so this is the one I thought was awesome for my mom. Oh, there's gonna be a glare on that. Let me take it out. I haven't even taken it out of the bag yet. Look at that. Look what y'all got me doing. You got me taking it out of the bag. I'm not even sure if I have all the DMC for this yet. But I just thought it was so pretty, and I'm kind of like, oh, must have. See? You can kind of see it. Santa holding the lantern and stuff like that. So, Twilight Santa. I might go back and buy the little sled stand things, but I don't know. Probably not. My mom would probably be like, great, another knickknack to dust. That's usually kind of how we pick what we have in our house. It's kind of like, I really want to buy that. Do I really want to have another thing to dust? But then I'm putting it back in the bag because otherwise I won't remember to do it later. So, yeah. And then I got this one, and it's called Freezing Season. And these are from Foxwood Crossing. Little snowman with penguins. The reason for who gets who is my mom, her decorations have always been more geared towards like cool looking Santa Clauses and stuff like that, like at Christmas time. And my Aunt Debbie loves snowmen. She has one of those tacky Christmas sweaters, and she has like scarves and gloves and pajama pants and decorations and Christmas ornaments and everything snowman. It's also snowman, like everywhere, all throughout the house. And let's see. I also got one of the Disney Dreams collections, the Thomas Kincaid's ones. I got I guess it'd be the medium one, because I couldn't come up with a good enough excuse to spend like the $50, $60 to get one of the big ones. So I just got one of the mini ones. So here's Fantasia Mickey. And I'm thinking about stitching this one up for my mom, but I'm not sure yet. And then I got the medium one, and I found this one on sale at Hobby Lobby. So I was pretty excited about that one. And it's Lady and the Tramp. I'm thinking about giving this to my best friend's mom after I make it. We have dogs, and she's a dog groomer, and we always take our dogs to her, and so they're big animal people. So, and then I got one of the Lizzie Kates. Let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I need to stitch that one up too. Probably end up giving that one to my mom also. Oh, this is another kit that my boss got me from. See? Little bunny with flowers. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like tulips. I don't know. And then, this is what got me into cross stitch. So, Disney Classic Cross Stitch. 12 patterns featuring classic Disney characters by John Lohan. So I got this, and it came in like a big kit that had some Ada in it and some floss in it. And see, oh wait, that's a pattern. Here, you can see it. It gives you directions on how to do like a onesie. But see, I really like all the ones that are in here. You probably haven't noticed yet, but I'm a big Disney fan. My whole family is full of Disney fanatics. There's a lot of really cute things in here, and they really don't have very good finished pictures of the finished project. A lot of them are just actual pictures that it's based off of, or the pattern. So I can't really show it to you. But if I stitch them up, then I'll show them to you. So I have all those. Now everything goes back in the box. Because otherwise I'm going to lose everything. And it'll end up in my mess of a room. Somewhere I'll never be able to find again. Sorry. But it's true. I have a very messy room. And I'll end up losing it. Guaranteed. That's gonna happen. So that's all I got so far. And then I have this box. And I have, I'm a little lazy, so I cheated and I got the little floss winder thing. So, I have all my beads in here. They're all Mill Hills. So, and these are all for the, Nora Corbett memorabilia pattern. And then I have, is it called a tacky box? I don't know, but it's meant for the beads, that way they don't go everywhere, so it's sticky on the inside and stuff. So, and then I have, measuring tape and Sharpies to write on my bobbins, because I put the DMC number up in the top corner. I'll put, a D on the left hand side, and then I'll have the, number written on the right hand side, so that way, when I go through and get floss, then, oh, I can be like, oh, it already has a bobbin, that means that it's an extra. So, and then all my extras are in here also. So, I don't have too many extras. Actually, I take that back. I do have quite a few extras. These are my extras. So, I keep those in this box too. So, I think that's pretty much all the stitchy stuff that I got. My orts. I was taking, was it Katie? Katie the Stash Queen? How she keeps her orts and stuff like that. So I did, and these were all the ones that I had from, when I worked on that, the Halloween bouquet in August, back in August, before I had to put it down. And then, since I picked it back up again, these are all the ones that I have now. So I keep them all in this little jar. So, I figure once this gets filled up, then I'll just add it to this. So, but we'll see. I'm planning on stitching a lot. Like, since I'm planning on doing that every day in, 2016. So, I keep thinking about joining Stitch Mania, but I'm so bad about being, keeping up to date with social media, like Facebook and stuff like that. I'm kind of worried about that. But I have started paying more attention to my Instagram lately when I found out that Brian C was on Instagram. So, I started posting my stitchy stuff on there, because it's kind of like, I'm the only one in my family that still cross stitches, I guess. My aunt used to, but she kind of stopped doing that. She's, going through some medical issues, some pain issues, and her eyesight's not the greatest in the world, so she has a hard time focusing and just sitting down and stitching and stuff. So, she's actually got, I think it's fibromyalgia that she has, or something along those lines. So, and then, my mom started cross-stitching, I think, whenever, either before, when she was pregnant with my sister, or right after she had my sister, because she needed something to do in between the downtime when my sister would be asleep. My sister's older than me. I'm the youngest. I'm the baby. And, she did it for a while, and then she just kind of put it down and didn't, I guess, pick it back up again. She's crafty when it comes to drawing and, like, project stuff, but if it's something that's going to be long-lasting, she really doesn't get really into it, I guess. So I'm kind of the only one that really cross stitches in the family right now, and it's a little discouraging whenever, you know, you can only show them a project so many times saying, oh, hey, look at my progress, look how far I've gotten, and they're kind of like, yeah, awesome, great, whatever, sure. And it's a little discouraging, so I'm hoping that by making this video and I guess being able to show my progress and stuff like that, it'll encourage people to, it'll encourage other people that they can come on here, I guess, and that you won't, I guess, be discouraged enough to where you end up putting the stitching down for so long and leaving it. It kind of encourages you to say, hey, keep going, you're doing great, finish the project. And then, oh, you finished it, that's awesome, what are you going to start next? What are you going to do next? Something like that, I guess. I've probably gotten off topic 3 or 4 times. Sorry. ADD brain. Don't worry about it. It'll come and go. But no, I mean, so I keep thinking about joining Stitch Mania, but I'm also worried about being enabled and being like, oh, well, I need to start this now, and I need to start this now, and oh, I want this now, and just something like that. So, and then I thought about, what was I gonna say? Oh, don't worry about it now. I decided that if I was gonna do this video, I wanted to do one of the tags, and the one that I see the most of is, I guess the Know Your Needleworker tag that, Whimsidaisical did, and so I decided that I would do that for my first video, so that way I don't feel like I'm just sitting here ranting about nothing. So I guess I'll do the first question. So where do you live? I live, born and raised, Haltom City, Texas. Those of you who are not from the area, I live, what would it be? It'd be northeast of downtown. I live pretty close to the Stockyards, if you know where that is. But I live pretty close to downtown Fort Worth. I can usually see some of the taller buildings from my backyard on Sundays. So, what do you do for a living? I am a receptionist for Javinte Massage. I work there right now part-time. So, my shifts are usually in the afternoon. So, from the time I wake up in the morning, unless I have errands, that's usually whenever I get a lot of stitching done. And I usually get home sometime around 8, sometime around 9 o'clock. Sometimes around 8, sometimes around 9 o'clock. Sorry. I'm from Texas. My grammar's not exactly the best in the world. So I get a lot of stitching done pretty late at night. I'm actually making this video pretty late at night. I actually don't know what time it is. I just know that it's past 10 o'clock. It is 10:44 p.m. Awesome. Great. Do you have any children? No. Not at all. No way. I'm only 23 right now. I'll be 24 in July. So, but my sister's pregnant right now. So, I'll have a niece. See, the due date is May 25th, I think. So, we're looking forward to that. So far, they've decided on the name Natalie. We'll see how long that lasts. But so far, right now, we know it's a girl. So, but we think it's gonna be, she's gonna end up being named Natalie. So it's gonna be Natalie Jane. Do you have any pets? Me personally, right now, no. But I've had pets in the past, and my mom has a pet. Technically, we have 2 pets right now, but we've had quite a few pets in the past. I guess our first one would be the dog, or would it be the turtles? I don't know. I had like goldfish and stuff growing up, and I was so bad about sadly killing them. Evidently, I decided to put glitter in the tank a couple of times. So, but I was like 5, 6 years old, somewhere around there. So, and then we got turtles. and we had Board Tortoise, Peter Frampton, and Fletcher. And Fletcher was mine. My mom's, I think, was Ford Tortoise. Or no, my sister's Ford Tortoise. And then my mom's was Peter Frampton. And then after that we got a dog. It was a Jack Russell Terrier. And his name was Little E, for Dale Earnhardt Jr. It took a while to convince my dad to let us get a dog. And when he finally said, yeah, we could have a dog, one of the things that convinced him was we said, Daddy, you can name it. So he picked that name. He's a big NASCAR fan. My mom and my sister are pretty big NASCAR fans, or at least old school NASCAR. Nowadays, it's kind of, It's gotten a little, I guess, different. The drivers are different. The rules are different. Stuff happened. So, and then after that, we had another dog, and that one was Happy. And she was a mutt, a mixed breed. And they just picked her up from the pound, and she was a big fluffy dog. And she was Happy for Tony Happy Stewart. Or, no, wait, no. Kevin Happy Harvick. That's what it is. Kevin Happy Harvick. I'm thinking of the other dog. She ended up with a tumor in her ear, and we couldn't afford surgery, so we had to put her down. And then, my sister got a dog after that, which she named Bentley. And he is a Scotty dog. And so, he used to live with us, but since they got a rent house, the dog lives with them now. Or Bentley lives with them now. And they got another dog named Sumo now, so my sister hates. And then we got another dog, and that one's name is Smoke, or Smokers, for Tony Smoke Stewart. And I used to have a beta fish that I named Mr. Darcy. I didn't keep the tank as clean as I should have, and sadly Mr. Darcy passed away. But hey, it lasted for 2 years. I think it was 2 years. Yeah, Mr. Darcy lasted for 2 years. So, that was kind of impressive on my part. I've had hermit crabs before, and I don't remember their name. One of them lasted for a year, and the other one lasted barely a week. I'm just, I guess, bad with pets. And right now we have a cat that was a stray that was in my aunt's neighborhood out in Weatherford, and that evidently the dogs are picking on it and stuff like that. Like, it has a few scars and stuff around its face, and it got fixed today, so it's hiding in my parents' closet. But my cousin decided to name it Max, and whenever we decided to take it home, we were like, we're renaming it. So Mom was like, well, why don't you pick a name from a movie that you and your dad like? So I said, let me think about it. I came back with Memphis, for Memphis Reigns from Gone in 60 Seconds. So the cat's name is Memphis now. So it's kind of interesting seeing the dog and the cat react. Because right now we have Smoke, who's our dog, and then we have Memphis the cat. So they're getting along okay. The first 2 or 3 days were a little rough because Memphis was worried about Smoke trying to attack him, and Smoke's like, who the hell is this? What the hell is this? So, probably talked about that for too long now. Oh, cat just meowed. It's a bit nocturnal lately. It's very loud when it wants food. Number 5. What are your other hobbies besides stitching? And then I think she said name at least 3. So, besides stitching, I crochet. I actually learned from my great-grandma. And then, for the longest time, I just knew how to make chains. And then I finally learned how to actually go back. So, and my aunt crochets also. So, actually right here I made a little pillow for Natalie for when she's older and she can actually have a pillow. And then I made a baby blanket for my sister, for Natalie. It seems kind of big, but it's really not. But it's like a giant granny square, if you'll know what that is. So, what other hobby do I have? I try to pick up knitting, and it's okay for like scarves and stuff like that, but anything else I'm kind of like, I can do without it. Oh, Oh, I like doing, you can probably barely see it. Sorry, you're on my bed, that's why it's shaking every once in a while. If you can see that, that's actually done on canvas, and I like doing those. It's kind of like, scrapbooking. Sorry, that might be loud and sound weird. It's kind of like scrapbooking, but it's on canvas, and it's only one page that you gotta worry about, and you can add more, I guess, things to it, attach more things to it. Like it's like a giant wooden K, a bunch of flowers, and there's like a bow around it, and stuff like that. I like that. So I guess that'd be considered a hobby. Another hobby. I guess I read, somewhat. I'm not that avid of a reader, I guess, but I do like manga. If you know what that is, it's, I guess, Japanese version of a comic book, I guess. I'll probably show y'all some other time if I ever do a pattern that's anime related. I might show y'all that. So, moving on. Number 6. What is your favorite movie? Okay, that's a little hard. I'm not that big of a movie watcher, especially movies that have come out within the last couple of years, because of, I don't like awkward scenes in movies. If there is an awkward scene, I have to wait for it to come out on DVD and watch it at home so I can fast forward through the parts that seem awkward to me. So, it'd either be Grease or Seven Brides for Some Brothers. Probably Grease. I watched Grease a lot growing up, so it amazes you how many references and innuendos there are in that movie until you get older and you watch it and you're like, I used to watch this when I was like 6. I would sing along to this song when I was 6. And this is talking about this? You're like, whoa. Okay, number 7. What is your favorite TV show? Well, I mentioned anime earlier. I'm probably gonna pick an anime. I guess Inuyasha. It's an anime that used to come on really late at night on Toonami whenever I was growing up. So I've seen probably like all the episodes, and I have a lot of DVDs that have the episodes in it. So it's probably the one thing that I will watch from start to finish all the way through, and I can rewatch it again and again and again without it getting boring to me. So, alright, number 8. What is your favorite book? Sorry, I really didn't think about these too much beforehand. I tried to, but I was kind of blanking, and I wanted to start and do this video before I kind of chickened out. So, favorite book. Oh, sorry, I keep looking back behind there because my bookshelf is back behind there. So, I keep looking at that. But, Shakespeare's Secret. It's kind of a kid's book. So it's really simple reading and stuff like that. But I think it's really good, and the plot's good, and it's kind of cute. And, you know, there's a cute kind of couple-ish between two of the characters that I guess it hints towards them liking each other without really being focused on a relationship kind of thing. But it's a really good book, and it came, I'm not for sure when it came out, but it was on the Bluebonnet reading list, or Lone Star reading list back when I was in middle school, so 2006 it was on the list, I think. Yeah, 2006 it was on the, I guess it'd be the Lone Star reading list. So, if you, I guess, like reading, or if you have kids, then I would highly recommend that book for if you have kids anywhere from, like, I guess 7 to, like, 13, 14, somewhere around in there. That's probably a good age to read that book. Let's see, what is your favorite music? I like a lot of music. I don't really think there's any particular genre that I just kind of hate. I'll listen to like a little bit of everything, but I will probably say that my favorite band is probably Kill Hannah, sounds really bad, but it's an alternative band, and that is probably the one band where I like just about every single song that they've put out. Most artists and bands, there's at least one song that they'll put out that I like, but there's no way. There can be artists that I really like. Like, I love the Beatles. I'm almost obsessed with the Beatles. I love them. And there's even some songs that they put out that I'm kind of like, I don't really care for this song. So, alright, and 10. What one word best describes you? I want to say weird, but I think I'm weird, in all honesty. I guess I'd be almost like the Western version of an otaku, but y'all probably don't know what that is. I get told that I'm sweet, I guess, a lot. That I'm very sweet, very innocent, very nice. So, but I think I'm weird. I just like talking, so I end up talking to people, and I guess I speak politely, so I end up coming across as being very sweet, I guess. So, the reason I keep looking down is I actually wrote down the questions in here. I got this new journal when I was at Half Price Books, whenever I got all those magazines, and it's the Tesla journal. I love Nikola Tesla. I love steampunk, so this kind of stuff I think is like really cool. And the reason there's a bobby pin in there is because I was thinking about pointing this journal out, and I found a quote in here that I was like, oh, that is hilarious. So I'll read it. I don't care that they stole my idea, ... I care that they don't have any of their own. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's awesome. That, like, describes Nikola Tesla to a T. That's cool. So, I guess with those parting words of wisdom, I'll end the video. So, I hope y'all all have fun, I guess, stitching up, or be productive stitching. Let's go for that one. Be productive. And, I guess I'll see you next time I make a video, which might be a week and a half, 2 weeks, somewhere around there. I don't stitch a whole lot, or I don't work on a whole lot of projects, so, I mean, I do stitch a lot, but, I will say that I'm on Instagram. One of the things that did give me courage to, actually make this video was that I saw that Brian C. had, an Instagram. He said he had an Instagram, and I went and I found his, so I started following him, and he followed me back, and I was kind of like, oh my god! I had a mini freak out. I was kind of like, oh, that's so cool. So, it gave me a little bit of courage to do this, so, I actually don't remember what my Instagram name is right now, because I'm actually recording this on my phone, so I can't, like, look on my phone to check. I think it's, like, Black Cat 818, I want to say. By the way, my name is Catherine on it, so, but I guess I'll see y'all next time I make a video. So, this is already 44 minutes long. Wow, okay. So, bye. Have a productive stitching time, I guess, until I see you next time. So, bye.